Here we are in the HQ of our newest Formula One team. We've got an awful lot to talk about, so let's jump straight in. We managed to catch up recently at the Formula One Charity Gala. Are these kinds of philanthropic events something you'd like to see more teams participate in? Upgrades to your facilities seem to have stalled. Is there no more room for improvement, or are you prioritising other areas? Your wind tunnel is looking very impressive. Have you been focusing a lot of your development capacity there? It looks like there are a few more desks in your personnel department. Have you been investing in that area? Let's talk about your new second driver. How are they settling in? Well, thanks a lot for inviting us here. It's been fantastic.
You're not currently in a rivalry. Sooner or later, you'll probably be asked by the media who you consider to be your rival. Think carefully who you select, as while you'll receive a claim for beating them, you'll lose a claim if you fail to do so.
Formula One returns to Monte Carlo once again today, home to the world-famous Monte Carlo Casino, first opened in 1863. And, of course, a certain road race, first held here in 1929. There's no greater an occasion, no more valuable a win than the Monaco Grand Prix. The prestigious Circuit de Monaco then. It's not all that dissimilar today to the layout that made its debut almost a century ago. It's 2 miles and 19 corners through the streets of Monte Carlo, and although the average lap speed of around 93 miles per hour is the lowest of the season, the tiny margins for error make it the natural habitat of the safety car. And as always, a man with plenty of racing experience joins me in the commentary box. Today it's Anthony Davidson. Tell me, Ant, you're no stranger to surviving the melee of turn 1, so how do you keep out of trouble when there's so much going on around you?
Well, the throttle goes both ways, Crofty. You've got to have the discipline not to try and win the race on the first lap, so always be prepared to lift early and give those around you more space. Trying to be the last of the late breakers with half a dozen cars around you may pay off from time to time, but it's also a great way to lose your front wing.
Let's run you through the driver grid order for today's exciting race. Young superstar Max Verstappen starts from pole position, and it's Lewis Hamilton alongside. As we continue through the rest of the grid today, we have Bottas, Perez, Carlos Sainz and Leclerc, Norris, Gasly, Ricciardo and Yuki Tsunoda, Fernando Alonso, the Tiger, Lance Stroll and Ocon, Vettel, Mick Schumacher, Antonio Giovinazzi and Kimi Raikkonen, Aitken, Latifi, Mazepin and George Russell ends our grid lineup. It's almost time for those 5 red lights to go out. Then let's see who can prevail today.
After the points finish last race, let's aim to keep the momentum going. the top 10. Taking care of them. DRS will be enabled this lap. You can use it when within 1 second of the car ahead and in the DRS zone. Tyre condition for now, everything's looking good. Is ahead of you. Peak gap to the car ahead is 6.0 seconds. They're on old mediums. Their tyres are 12 laps old. We think they've got one more stop. The time last lap was at 1 minute 13.5. Push now. We're boxing this lap. Go, go. Up to speed now. Let's get some heat into those tyres. No issues with tyre wear for now. Keep taking care of them. 13 laps old. We think they've got one more stop. The time last lap was a 1:14.8. Jack is coming in for a stop. The gap to the car behind is 9.6 seconds. Final lap of the race. There's only one lap of fuel remaining. Gap to car in front is 4.3 seconds. That's the end of the race. We'll see you in Parc Fermé.
So another fantastic victory for Red Bull today. Anthony Davidson, how do you think they were able to set themselves apart today?
Well, they certainly stood out as a driver with tons of confidence on the track. I think their ability to keep their cool, even during some of the more hectic parts of the race, meant they were able to capitalise on the mistakes of other drivers, giving them the opportunity to make their way to the top spot with ease.
The drivers are en route to the podium as we speak. What a fantastic win for the Red Bull team. They performed exceptionally today, keeping us firmly on the edge of our seats throughout the entirety of the race. Congratulations to everyone at the team. Max Verstappen now leads the Drivers' Championship. After an incredible day of racing, who was your driver of the day, Ant?
I have to give it to the Tiger. That was a commanding performance today. Very impressive indeed.
It's time to check out the Constructors' standings. Red Bull pull further ahead in the standings. Meanwhile, Ferrari have improved their position. A strong weekend from them as they fight their way towards the top. And with that, we wrap up another weekend of motorsport. But with more races lined up, be sure to join us when we come back with more Formula One.
Amazing performance out there. I'm sure you're pretty happy with that.
Your team must be ecstatic with how you're performing.
Things were close between you and your rival, but it looks like you're coming up top, doesn't it?
It looks like you've invested heavily in the development of new parts. You had a close battle today, didn't you?
Great. Well, that's everything.
I know we were expecting some new developments to come through, but some of them have failed quality control. We'll need to tell the team what to redevelop via the R&D screen.